So 5 games to go in France's Ligue 2, and it is ridiculous. Despite our best efforts to toss away any hopes of getting into those promotion playoffs, all of our promotion rivals seem to be suffering from the most severe case of the yips you have ever seen in all of your days. So with just 5 games to go, we go into today's game against third in the table Nancy, and a win might still push us into promotion contention. So welcome back to Border Adventures, an FM20 save where we've loaded Germany and all of the nations that share a border with her down to their lowest division, and we are with Sporting Club Toulon. If you are a new viewer who's only just jumping into the series, welcome along, but if you find that it's not to your taste, check out the description down below on your way out, because there's some great content creators in there that might be more to your liking. Let's check in on the form since, well, the humbling of Rodez. We followed it up by then going to Le Havre, and we were beaten again. So Hans Alexander Backpack scored a goal for us, but we were 2-0 down by that stage, and we could not equalise. Mamadou Fall getting them a third in the 83rd minute. And then we went to Cannes. We made some tactical changes. The tactical changes seemed to have worked. Bakusu came up for a corner and scored, and Morgan motored as Gilavogu scored on the cusp of half-time, and it looks like we had taken the 3 points against Caen. And then our version of the yip struck, so Benjamin Genot in the 88th minute, and then look at that, a 97th minute equaliser for Caen. Oh, and we were starting to doubt everything. But then we've managed to grind out a couple. These performances were not good, but we managed to keep a couple of clean sheets for the first time in quite some time. And we were able to get a couple of 1-0 victories. So Alexander Arenat scored very late for us against Ajaccio. 87th minute, long-range strike. Fortunately, we did not give that lead away. And then we went to second place Nîmes, and we beat them 1-0 as well. And it was the backpack in the first half. And we managed to cling on once more. So that has just about brought an end to our atrocious run of form. And it's also just about kept us in contention for that playoff place. So we could not be tighter at the 4th place down to about 8th or 9th place. Barely a cigarette paper between the teams. Nobody in any real kind of form, and we have got 5 games left of the season. So today we're taking on Nancy. We are at home. Nancy are a decent team. They are in 3rd. The games don't get any easier though. Auxerre are on the charge and beating everybody. We've got Chambly who are trying to get out of the relegation places. We've got Trot who are up in the playoffs, and then we've got Lens who are coming through like an absolute freight train. Well, getting results in any of these games is going to be tricky. We do have one slight development that's occurred over the last few weeks. We've started to get offered jobs. We still do have an entire year left on our contract. But some of the teams in Ligue 2 have started to offer us interviews. So Chambly sacked their manager, and we politely declined their interview. Then Caen offered us an interview with them, and we turned that one down as well. And we've also been linked with jobs in the top division. No offers of interviews, but media have been speculating about the vacant Toulouse job that's currently available. So our name is starting to get linked, and why we're not necessarily interested in another job in France. Well, it is interesting just to see that our reputation seems to be rising again. We completed another coaching badge. I think that's perhaps our 4th one that we've completed now. Well, maybe in the summer we might just have a little glance around and see what's out there. So let's get into today's fixture. We've got Montsecours suspended again. Of course, we have decided that the best policy is to have just one recognised left-back at the club. Our other left-back is Robin Long, who's 17 years old and not particularly good. So we might have to change things around a little bit today. I think we're going to bring in David Hedegaard as a left back. He in no way can play there in either a tribute or training, but we're not really having many other options. Neither of our goal scorers are in any kind of form whatsoever. Look at the run that our friend Campare has been on without a goal. It's not looking an awful lot prettier for Sir Moose-a-lot either, I'm afraid. He's been on a pretty hefty run himself. We're going to give the Moose the nod today. I mean, just out of habit and loyalty. The good news is we do have Joel Ribeiro back from injury. He's just building up a little bit of fitness after being out for 4 months with a broken foot. Be good to get him back in the team, but today's game is absolutely critical. Third in the league, Nancy. If we could win today, not only does it lay down a marker, we could end this episode in those playoff positions, potentially for the first time in months. Let's see what the boys are able to muster. Home game. Not sure the stands are going to be packed, but attendances have been pretty healthy. And we start the game off on the attack. There's our left back. Llama comes in. Not really a threatening effort, but a start. Here we go. Highlight number 2. Only in the 7th minute. There's Hedegaard, proving he's absolutely no left back whatsoever. That was a pretty close effort. Not sure Hedegaard's going to be that comfortable playing as left back, but my transfer policy has left us with absolutely no options every time Montsegur gets suspended, which is approximately every 6 games. I think some of the cracks in our management style are really starting to show through at this crucial point in the season. Lack of depth at fullbacks, poor transfers bought in during the summer. But we've still got the Moose. Are we forgiving the Moose? Not sure how we're feeling. Do we celebrate when the Moose scores? Or do we still have that bitter taste of betrayal just on our uncleansed palate? But did our left back get the assist here? Oh, I think he did. What an inspirational bit of team selection. David Hedegaard. Of course he's a left back. He was screaming out at us, and here we go again. Here's Llama. Husek, I tell you, it's a long time since Husek has scored a goal for us. 6'7". He's up for every set piece. May as well not be. And here we go. We're rumbling into half-time. I think we might have a 1-0 lead. We do indeed. We've absolutely dominated possession. We've shaded the shot stats as well. Do we give them praise? We don't. Come on, we've been down this road too many times before. We give them no praise whatsoever. How's Hedegaard playing? Not too shabby. Llama, pretty poor. Aranat and Splinter to Moy. Oh, we've signed him to a permanent contract. He's got to get good. Since we signed him, he has not put in a performance. Here we go. There's Aranat slings one in. Here's Utkus. Perhaps our best signing from the summer, Utkus. He's played okay. Llama drifts one wide. Yeah, Utkus, he's come in. He's averaged over 7. He's done all right, but we are still looking forward to getting Ribeiro back from injury. The Moose has towered in with another one. Llama corner. Moose in front of the fans. Not sure whether the fans are cheering or booing him there. Oh, he's risen there. He's thumped one home. Maybe this is his apology game. Gives it the Shearer salute as he runs off to the fans. Maybe he's back in our good graces. Alexander Aranat, though, maybe he is not. Let's give Tom Luche a little game. Aranat's playing pretty poorly. So this is about the point in the other fixtures where we've tossed away these 2-goal leads. So I think we're going to go down to balance and we're going to get some very early time wasting on. We can find it. There we go. Because it would be very nice to see this one through. We've got a corner now. It's Morgan. It's the Moose. Oh, a hat-trick of headers. Oh, he rose like an otter in the river. Oh, hunting for clams. There he is. Look at him. He's back to his majestic best there. So we gave him the nod ahead of Campare, and well, he's ended an 8-game goalless streak by thumping in a hat-trick of headers. Wow, okay, so that's good. Let's give them a little bit of passion and well done. But what does that mean for the league table? Here we go. It's happened. The unthinkable has happened. Well, we have not been that high in the table all season. And we've not been in the playoff places since, match day 8. But we've snuck back up there. We've all played 34 games, which is good. So the teams above us must have had some poor results. Trot drew with Sochaux. No mean results. Sochaux are top of the table. What happened to Metz? Metz gave away 3 points against Niort. Lens. Where are you, Lens? Lens won, so they're on the rise. Caen dropping like a stone. They lost to Clermont. So, well, that sets up the last 4 games of the season pretty nicely. There's going to be more twists and turns. I think we're probably going to lose the next 2. But I wouldn't put it against the other teams to allow us to lose the next 2, and we'll still be in playoff contention. So let's have a look what our next games are then. We have got Auxerre and Chambly, and then Trot and Lens. There are 3 pretty tricky games out of that 4. Hopefully Chambly, well, that'll be the gimme because they're down in 20th. But wow, 3 clean sheets on the bounce. A hat-trick for the Moose. Looks like we've got a goal scorer to take us into those last few games. The dream could still be alive. If you've liked that video, hey, that's our best performance for a while, so why not give it a thumbs up? Don't forget to check out those other content creators down in the descriptions. They're worth a view. And hey, if you've hated this channel, rather than give it a thumbs down, just go and have a look at those kids instead. There's some great content to be watched. We're going to see you very, very soon, and we're going to continue our border adventures.